Alrighty, YouTubers, how are we doing today? So, we have one more little clutch update video to close the year off. This is a pretty cool one. A lot of cool, crazy dark snakes. This is the father to the clutch. Now this is a Leopard Voodoo that I got from Bob Voo back in like 2021, 2022. But he is a wiggly little guy. I got him as a hatchling, grew him up here. Didn't really have any actual plans for him, which is always a great idea when buying animals. But he is very cool. Voodoo is like a darkening granite type gene, like similar to like a Grim or a Nanny or any one of these other granite type lines that are out there. But I think Voodoo is one of the more extreme granites available. And they are just very cool. Have a sleek, dark, like chocolatey, mahogany-ish look. This is just a Leopard Voodoo, so a 2-gene snake right here, and you can see how cool he is. We'll zoom out a little for you. We also have a totally new photo and video setup that we're trying out, so we'll see how the next couple of videos come out on here. But I have a lot more room to actually wrangle these guys in and show them off. Got all this space. It's not just like a little tiny light photo box anymore. We're big time now. Gotta be professional. But here this boy is. He does not want to stop moving, but you get the idea. So this was a Leopard Voodoo that was bred to a super GHi Mojave girl, and she gave 10 eggs that you already saw hatch out in the time-lapse. So, we got some pretty cool things, including a potential holdback. But let's check those guys out. There are 10 of them, so we'll go through them kind of quick. But here is the father, the Leopard Voodoo. Okay, so to start us out, we're going to start out nice and simple with a 1.1 GHi pair, with this one already peeing. But with the mother to this clutch being a super GHi, all babies are going to be at least a GHi at minimum. So I think these guys are just plain old single gene GHi. Again, with Voodoo being like a semi-newer gene with not too many people working with it. There's not too many examples out there to reference when trying to identify actual Voodoo combos, but these guys seem pretty basic to me. I don't really think there's any Voodoo in here. I would expect them to be like darker and have a way more granity pattern if there was Voodoo, but for now I'll just label these as plain old GHi. And we will set them back and take a look at the remaining 8 siblings. Alright, with the snake pee washed from my hands, we can check out this next girl. So she, I believe, is a GHi Leopard. So I haven't hatched out a whole ton of leopard stuff, just a few things here and there, but she certainly doesn't resemble like a plain GHi to me. She definitely has that like leopardy look. More concise patterning, things are a lot tighter, less granity, a little darker too, a little whacked out. Just the typical leopard things. But she is very, very cool. I like leopard a lot, and I think it does great with most things. Clown included, Voodoo included, as you saw from the male. But this girl is very cool. And I will actually be getting a few things from this clutch genetically tested for leopard. I already sent 2 of her sibling sheds out. I was going to get her shed too, but I spaced on collecting it when she just had her last shed, but we'll probably get her next time. Send that out just to confirm the leopard 100%, since I learned that leopard is actually a gene that you can test for now, which is pretty cool. But here she is, GHi, probable leopard. On to the next one. Next up is this boy. This is just a plain old GHi Mojave. I am very certain of that, and I've hatched out quite a few of these. This guy's nice and reduced, not much of a pattern. Just overall clean, beautiful, 2-gene dark snake. He stops wiggling. We can show him in full for a second. I don't think that's gonna happen. There he is. Look at him. He's holding my finger. That's cute. But we got a GHi Mojave male. Perfect. He'll be a great pet for someone. Look, he holds on to you. Alright. 6 more siblings to go. Okay, next one is something that is pretty cool, in my opinion. This is what I believe is a GHi Mojave Leopard. So, the same thing as that other one we just showed, just with leopard. But from what I've seen in examples that others have produced, just like when you add leopard to like a combo such as GHi Mojave, where it might not have a lot of pattern or anything on its own, leopard just totally whacks it out, adds contrast, adds all these alien heads on the side. So I did send a shed test in for this girl, waiting results for that, but I'm pretty confident that she will have leopard. If she wants to stop wiggling, we can show her off for another second. Nope. But she's very, very pretty. All the snakes in this clutch have shed out at least a couple times now. They're all eating great on frozen thawed, and they will be ready for their new homes in the new year when it's warmer and safe to ship again. But here she is. She will be absolutely amazing for somebody. Look at that. Her pattern just totally pops. Here, we need a nice YouTube thumbnail photo. Whoa! But here she is, doing wonderful. GHi Mojave Leopard. Woohoo! Alright, back in your tub. Alrighty, folks. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. We are now crossing into the territory of things that I think might be voodoo. So, first up is this girl, who is a GHi Mojave, and then I suspect her to be voodoo as well. She just has a very tight and nearly complete dorsal stripe. That's the only break, I think, which is not very common in regular GHi Mojaves, as you just saw from that boy 2 snakes ago. She's definitely darker. She's got like a cleaner, lighter belly, and her sides are much cleaner as well. But all around, that is what I would kind of suspect Voodoo to do in a combo like this. But again, there are not many other examples out there that I can reference, so I might have to ask Bob eventually what he thinks about some of these guys, but I don't know, they're not getting listed or anything for at least a few months anyways, so we can speculate until then, but I suspect she is a GHi Mojave Voodoo. We have 2 of these. I'll show the other one real quick. Alright, here is her sister. Oh, she's already running. Again, just like a very, very clean and very dark GHi Mojave, which I suspect has voodoo. I mean, she's getting prettier and prettier with every shed. She's just like a really sleek, clean animal, and I would be very surprised if she didn't have something extra going on. But we have this girl, and then we have one more that I'm not sure if it has voodoo or if it's just a really clean GHi Mojave, but we'll take her out real quick and speculate together. Here, can we leave her there without her running? Alright, and here is the 3rd sibling, which now that I put them next to each other, I kind of think she is voodoo too. Huh. I wasn't sure initially when these guys came out if she was just a GHi Mojave or if she was possible voodoo as well, but seeing them next to each other, I mean, they're pretty indistinguishable. Obviously, one of them has a bit of a tighter stripe, but as for coloration and stuff, they're very similar. But those are those guys. We can put them back before they start freaking out. Oh, too late. Okay, and now we have the final 2 babies in this clutch. Now, keep dropping that. I think these guys are the all-gene animals, which would be a GHi Mojave Leopard Voodoo. Now, this is a 1.1 pair, and as of right now, I'm thinking I'll keep this female. She's doing phenomenal. Everyone's eating frozen thawed, but she's super cool with her belly. It just has like this white edging along the whole animal. It starts on her neck, which I wish I could show you. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Now this edging that starts on her belly kind of crawls up her neck just a little bit, but it continues throughout her whole body. And then this male kind of has the same thing going on. But these are both super, super cool snakes. They're very dark. Again, we got a new lighting setup here that we're using, so hoping their colors are being portrayed somewhat accurately. But these guys are amazing. Again, I can't wait for the genetic test for Vudoo to come out, because that'll make identifying things like this a lot more worry-free, and you never want to sell someone a snake that may or may not have a gene, especially if you're just not sure. But I'll probably consult with Bob about these eventually, and I did, for this female, send her shed in for the leopard test, which I'm pretty sure she has it, because if those snakes we just showed off were the GHi Mojave Voodoos, I would suspect these guys are the leopard version, just based off their stripe, how much, like, wackier. It makes it, actually doesn't make it that much wackier. It boldens it up a little, and then it breaks it up with the segments. They're not as fully striped as the versions without leopard, but it does add a little bit of patterning to their sides, and again, that white, whether you want to call them flames or edging or whatever, on the belly, that just gives it that cool look. And I think as these guys grow and grow, that will just be more and more extreme, and they'll be like a really pretty looking adult snake. Alright, YouTube, but that is the video. Can't really go wrong with these guys. I love my dark snakes, and yeah, these guys are great. But with that, we will leave it. This is the last clutch update video for the year. We will have one more other YouTube video just showing off the holdbacks and pickups of the year, which there aren't too many of, but we'll make a video for that regardless. But we have some cool things in the works for 2024, and we will leave it at that. But thanks for watching. See ya.